It's been 2 years since the last time Catalpa was hauled out of the water on the Gold Coast in Australia. We are now at Rebak Island in Langkawi, Malaysia.
Alright, so it's day 2 of boat works and being hauled out. Today is a sanding day. So yesterday we kind of sanded, wet sanded and scraped, and today is electric sanders. So busy. The aircon was very nice yesterday, except we were all freezing last night, but it's starting to warm up now. It's funny, the sun doesn't come up here till about, what is it, about 7:30, 8 o'clock. So Bella and I got up early. We were up at 5. It was pitch black. Went for a run, and went and saw the pool and went and had a look around. It's pretty nice.
One of the reasons we chose Rebak to haul out was there is a resort on the island too, and we can use the pool, and on a hot day this is a nice way to cool off.
So he can't make noise until 8:30 and it's 25 past, so he is hanging out to start his sander. Can't wait, look at him, so excited.
The first job was to sand back as much of the old anti-foul as possible and to get the hull smooth, plus to make sure there was no new blisters or cracking anywhere. Also, the more we sanded back, the better the anti-foul would go on and stay on. Anti-foul is the bottom paint. It is special paint that helps prevent growth on the bottom of the boat. Sanding is not only hard, but it felt as though it would never end. There's plenty more of this to come, but I won't bore you any longer.
It's
Look
hot.
at your hair.
We're just really hot and working hard, and the kids prepared a little platter for us. So nice. So it's day 3 at on the hard stand, and yeah, it gets dark. I mean, it gets light really late. It's really weird. It's like 7:30, the sun comes up. But Bella has just made some snacks for us today. She's made carrot cake balls. Her own recipe. Yum! So today is more sanding. Yesterday we sanded, and that's about it. Lee's still in bed. Bella and I got up and went for a bit of a run, and we've done yoga, and we're gonna get into it real soon. So I've only been working for like an hour, maybe less. Already over it. So over it. Oh, it's painful. We're getting there. Let's get in there, get it done.
The sanding of the hull was getting old, so we mixed it up and started to sand the top sides. The plank of wood was no longer practical. It was time for something a little higher and a little more stable. Pretty much the entire outside of Catalpa needed to be sanded back.
So the kids are just walking back from the office. We got a parcel today. What do you got? Got our kiwi grape, babe. Look forward to putting it on our decks. We are not there yet. Hopefully in a few days. Maybe?
The tow rail was a bit of a challenge to sand, so Lee thought paint stripper would be a better idea. You paint it on and the old paint falls off. But the stuff was awful and we won't be using it again. Not only did everybody get burnt at least once, but we still had to scrape off the paint and then sand it all back by hand.
Just stripping off the paint, you were helping him until, what happened?
Yeah, burned through my glove, chiseled my skin.
You want to show us?
Nah, it's okay. What are you doing, Dada?
That's it. Oh, a bit of paint stripper,
That stuff
Taj.
is not good, folks.
Taj found out the hard way. Stood in it. It's got a sore toe.
So Lee's just done some patches over this side.
We sanded back the top sides of the boat. These are the bits that needed to be patched from the paint lifting or moisture being trapped under the paint. So they are sanded back and cleaned, then filled with epoxy.
So Lee's just mixing up his epoxy and this boat over here, this one just there. There's a couple on there that've got two little kids. One's a baby and I think one's probably about 2 or 3. But oh man, it'd be so hard trying to work and have little babies. Hey honey.
Yeah, we definitely don't want that.
What's that supposed to say?
No more babies.
Oh,
Too old for babies.
that's up for discussion. Well, I just think they're doing a really awesome job.
Yeah, no, it.
We look over there and they have like a backpack and a baby sling on and they're just going to work.
I know they'd be feeling pretty fit afterwards. Having a baby on your back all day while you're working in this heat.
Luckily, I think they do escape over to the pool every now and then. But good on them. One ended up being cruising for a few years. We've had both their kids along the way. One was born in Fiji and the other was born in Thailand, I think. So don't let it stop you guys if you haven't had kids yet. And your dreams to sail the world, it's totally possible. Hey sweetie, we could have more.
What's that? Joking.
You want to talk to people at home through what you're doing right now?
Oh, look, I'm just mixing up a bit of epoxy here. 2-to-1 mix. And it's going to fix up all our little holes that we've sanded out. Let's get this on. Don't have that long with the heat here. Yeah, it tends to go off pretty quick.
How long does it take to go off?
I don't know. I haven't actually gone back and looked at what I've started, and I don't think it's in English that can.
Lee was a plasterer back in the day, and those skills have come in handy quite often.
Oh, beautifully done there. Just taking the trowel. See trowel?
Left the trowel a long time ago.
Well, it looks like it's been imprinted into your brain how to... What do you call that? Scrape off?
Feather the edges.
Oh, feather the edges. I like the smell of that stuff. Is that bad?
You're a glue sniffer. What are you saying?
You got the fun job. Look at you just playing with your mud.
This is the fun part, but I have to sand all this back. Prepare it, wipe it down, clean it all up.
You're incredible.
No good.
Oh, we're down one sander.
How convenient.
Convenient for me. No, that's not good. It's not good. But what's the plan for today? Day 4?
Day 4.
Day 4 on the hard?
Sanding, filling. Sanding, filling.
Sanding.
I've just wasted my morning pulling apart this, have a look at the brushes, and there must be be some, I reckon it's a switch or something, because I can tap it and then it'll work. And I've been through all the wires, connections, cleaned up the armature. It's, I don't know, not a sparky.
You're pretty good. It's probably broken. It's had a lot of use.
Yeah, it's not its first rodeo. It's definitely had its fair share of sanding.
So it's day 6.
It's day 6, guys, and I'm exhausted.
You were more awake when I didn't have the camera on. What's the plan today?
Plan today is to get the kids on the wet sanding. So the bottom's still really flaky. The anti-foul is still really flaky. I was hoping just to put a tie coat over the existing anti-foul and be done. A quick little job. Like last time we pulled the boat out, it took us 2 or 3 days and we're back in the water. But the anti-foul is very flaky, and if we don't make a bit more of an effort to remove the old stuff, the new stuff's not going to stick. So that'll be Taj and Bella today. The top side, where it meets the deck, I'll have to feather that in and sand and work under the tow rail. So a lot of hand sanding and whatnot. Sarah will probably just sit in aircon making movies all day. So that's probably the day for everyone.
Yes! Is it really? I'll happily do that. One of our sanders died, so it's a bit tough. So it just looks like one person has to sand the whole entire boat. And this guy...
The short straw. Sarah's trying anything to get out of work. She's trying to break a leg. Tell us what happened this morning.
This is what happens when I try and do exercise other than yoga. Me and Bella have been going for a bit of a run / jump up on concrete things, and yeah, this morning I missed. I think I'm gonna stick with yoga.
That's nasty.
I didn't feel nice, but I'll live. Lee was sanding this morning with our only sander that we've got left. We had 2, one died, and that one's just died. So we've got so much more sanding to do, and that's all we can do until, like, we need the sanding done before we can move on and do any more. And yeah, we've used all our money to pay for the hard stand and get all the materials to do all the work. We don't get paid for another 2 weeks, and we got $100 in the bank. So we're in a bit of a pickle as we get ourselves in, but hopefully something will get sorted. But it's a real pain because Lee can't do anything without a sander. So.
We got on the next ferry and headed to town.
So today we're heading over shore to get our sander. We're going in the ferry. It's only like a 10-minute ride.
Reback Island is a little island close to Langkawi. For food shopping or any other shops, we need to hop on a ferry to the main island of Langkawi. It takes only about 10 minutes, and we hire a car straight from the ferry.
I can't even see the field.
Alright, so we're in our hire car. It's cost us 50 what are they called? Ringgits for the day. We found our shop. So we've been to HE Trading, our first hardware store, and they had a couple of sanders, but they were pretty crappy. They had a really good, like a bigger sander, which would be perfect, but they didn't have any sanding pads to go on it. So we've just gone to another shop. 300 what?
69
Ringgits.
You got your phone? I'll do a little conversion.
Converting the ringgits to Aussie dollars. 125. Where'd you go?
Got a little DeWalt one.
I'll go sander.
Yeah. got a good pad on it.
Alright, there's a happy guy. He's found his sander.
Yeah, we got a DeWalt one to get us out of trouble for now.
We got back and put it straight to use. The kids were hand sanding, Lee was grinding, and I got to use the new sander. Lucky me.
I'm just sitting here with Taj. Life's pretty good for a boat kid, but this is probably the most suckiest part. Being on the hard stand. Would you agree? What have you been doing today?
Just sanding.
Sanding the anti-foul.
Yeah.
How many hours have you sanded for?
16.
That's a lie. I think you said, how long has he really sanded for? Half an hour?
Alright, you can see there's one little patch here I found. The chicken wire hasn't even rusted yet, but water had gotten under. We'll let that dry out. The steel's behind it, so get to it now. Seal that up with epoxy. She's all good.
That's the only one we got.
So far, I've got to get to the end of the boat.
That's good. Do you want to show everyone the patch from last time?
I can't find it. Somewhere under there.
Yeah. We can't find it. You did such a good job. There's no patch.
Been all over it. No cracking, no nothing. All held together good.
Yeah, I
2
could
years
tell.
later. No, 4 years later.
4 years later.
Wow.
3 and a half. 3 years.
So the big epoxy does work.
Works really well. And you're pretty good yourself.
It all comes all thanks to you all. All thanks to y'all.
Alright, so we constantly get asked how to fix a ferro, and I've actually got the products out in front of me now that I use and the procedure in which I do it. So guys,
So join us next time to see exactly how to patch a ferro cement sailing boat.